Welcome to Networking Arizona with host Carol Blonder. You'll hear interviews with businesses located throughout the valley. Networking, it makes a difference.
So welcome to the show, everyone. It is really starting to cool down there a little bit, and then it gets hot. It's crazy out there right now. You guys, if you want to get yourself heard on the show, just call us here at the station at 602-277-5369. We'll get you hooked up with me and get you on Networking Arizona. I want to go in with my first guest. He's been on the show many, many times. I have Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic One. Doc, you've been on the show a lot. You have helped many, many, many people out there. Please tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, and I've been doing this for over 30 years. I worked in the hospitals. I worked in about 5 different countries, worked in Australia for 7 years, and I've probably, by this time, worked with over about 45,000 people, helping them get off alcohol, get off drugs, get off of sugars, get them back into good health and good shape, quit smoking, have them stop stuttering. You know what? We reprogram that electrochemical organic computer we call a mind.
Right. Now, I want to get to something before we go into anything else. We talked a lot about talking about this, but we've never done it, and I'm just going to throw it at you right now, Doc. How does somebody know that they're going to somebody who is a qualified hypnotherapist? And the reason why I say that is because you've been doing this a very long time, and there's a lot of people lately been coming up. But I want to know how do you know?
Well, you know what? You first see that they have an office, because there's a lot of hypnotists out there that they'll meet you at a hotel or they'll come to your house. I'm sorry, if you don't have enough faith in yourself to have an office, don't go to them. And another thing, how long has he been in business? Because you know what? I've been doing it for 30 years. Was I as good when I first started out? No. But you got to learn somewhere, and that's why they call the physicians even practicing physicians, because every client teaches you something, so you need to go to somebody that has a little experience and that actually does that for a living. It's not a side job with me. That's what I do for a living, and I give lifetime guarantees with my people so that, you know what, they feel comfortable if they ever have something come back on them. Hey, they can come. I don't care if it's 10 years later. They can come back and get free sessions and free help.
All right. Now, you got to check out his website. It is hypnotic1.com. Over 30 years now, because I have almost, and I know you've been doing this for many years with me on the show, you have a 98% success rate. You give a free 30 to 60-minute consultation. They get a CD along with that. I want to talk about that for a minute. You will not let them fail.
No, the only way you can fail when you come is not coming at all, or when you come in and then go back home and just don't come back. Because you know what? If you're going to be good at something, you know you're going to fall down and make mistakes the first few times, and I pick you up and I keep you going in that right direction. And I work with you as a coach, as a teammate, and as a trainer. So the thing is, I'm going to have to teach you some new things so that you have new ways of thinking, so that you get motivated to do the things that you need to do and have to do, but now you want to do them.
Now, you give this CD with them, and I want you to tell them why you do that.
Well, you know what? I give CDs with all my programs, but the thing is, when you come in for the consultation, I don't arm twist you and want to put you on a program, because I only work with about a third of the people that come in. If I don't like you, I'm not going to work with you.
Oh, my God.
And that's the way it is.
Well,
because I'm not going to give them a long...
the fact is that you have to be ready for this.
And that's the other thing. You know what? If I feel you're not ready for it, I'm going to put you on hold and say, you know what, come back in a month or two, whatever it is. Or, you know what, if you're not dedicated for it, because you're going to have to work at it, and you've got some obstacles, but that's why I'm here, to help you overcome every one of your obstacles instead of getting stuck by them.
Your sessions, which we want to talk about this for a second too, which is customized programs to fit their needs.
Yeah, if I got 100 people that have come in, say in the last year, that quit smoking, there's 100 different programs I put out for them, because everybody's a little bit different. They have different motivation, they have different fears, they have a different long time of smoking, they have different brands. You know what? It's just a whole different... That's why we have a 98% success rate, because we do custom build every program for the person, not for the problem.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to let you call him. He is on the air right now, so he'd like you to call him and leave a message, because he wants to help. And this could be for you. It's for someone that you know. It's your son, your daughter. You have helped so many different people out there. His phone number is 602-547-0446. The website is Hypnotic. 1.com.
And you know what? Problems usually don't go away on their own. They get worse and worse and worse. If you've got a problem, you know somebody's got a problem, you know what? You know it's getting worse. Why do you wait so long? Because then it's that much harder to get it done with. Start it right off now. That's why it's great to bring kids in. If you've got a problem with your kids where they're sleeping, not sleeping right, or they've got mood swings, let's get it taken care of now.
Yeah, and now let's talk about this. Some of the different things that you said that you wanted to talk about. First of all, the holidays are upon us.
Oh, everybody's calling me now. You know what? How much is it going to cost me for weight loss? I says, well, let's get started with a free consultation. Well, I don't want to do it now. I want to do it after the first year. And I says, no, the best time to do it's right now, because between now and the first of the year, people pick up anywhere from 5 to 25 pounds,
right,
depending where they're at in their life. But you know what? Instead of picking up that, say, 10 pounds, you'll take off 20. That's a 30-pound swing. And when you make it through the holiday season, taking weight off and still feeling great and fantastic, the rest of the year is kind of simple.
His number is 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, the1.com, and everyone who's calling him, please leave a message. He is on the air right now. He's going to give you that lifetime guarantee. He does free 30 to 60-minute consultations that come along with that CD. It's a customized program fit just for you or someone you know.
You know what? Most people really don't know what hypnosis is. They know what they've seen on television or in the movies, and that's just not what hypnosis is. And that's not what I do. I do therapeutical and clinical hypnosis. Otherwise, I don't make you squawk like a chicken, bark like a dog. Unless I don't like you, then might do it. But no, but the real thing is it's a process. And it's just like having a computer. If you got a virus in your computer, you have to have an IT guy come in and get it out. And I'm kind of the IT guy of the mind. Otherwise, we get that virus that says you're an alcoholic or a drug addict or whatever it is, or that you're always depressed. We get that out of there so that you can lead a good, happy, healthy, ongoing life.
How about people out there that are depressed because they hate the holidays? They're going to be alone, or they've lost somebody in their lives.
Oh, you know what? This coming up in the Christmas season, and from Thanksgiving to Christmas, even now it's starting up into Halloween to Christmas. You know what? This is the most depressing time of the year. It's just not if you've lost somebody, but you know what? It's trying to buy the right gift for the right person and have enough money, and you're spending so much money, you know it's throwing your budget way out. You know what? That's stressful, and people start to get depressed. And we stop that before it starts in. And if you're already depressed, we show you within a few sessions how to get rid of it. It doesn't take years of therapy. It only takes a few sessions.
His number again, it's 602-547-0446. Leave a message. He's going to help you.
You know what? We put people in control of their life instead of being controlled by it in the situations.
Well, we've been talking every time you come on the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 times that you've been coming. You got to get out of the boat. If you want to walk on water, you got to get out of the boat.
And you know what? You got to take some action. The procrastinator, the guy sits on the couch wishing, wanting, hoping, and praying for changes. Never happens to him until he gets out of that boat and walks on the water, or until he gets up and makes that phone call and comes in and sees how easy it is. Then he's going to say, why didn't I do this before?
It's a free consultation. You're not going to fail unless you don't call.
Yeah, you're going to learn a lot because I educate you on that first 30 to 60-minute consultation. I usually tell you what caused your problem and everything else and how to get rid of it. And you know what? You start getting educated about how your mind works and how you can program it yourself as you go.
You know, one time, you've been coming here a few times with different people that have been working with you. And one of these women that came in with you had mentioned that she had a daughter who had an issue. And then, you know, like 5 years later after you fixed her, she had to come in with you for something else.
Yeah. And she come in because she wanted to get rid of the mood swings of menopause and the hot flashes. And you know what? If you remember, she says her hot flashes went down to about zip, and her mood swings is so even keeled now that her husband really enjoys it.
Talk about being depressed for the holidays if you're going through menopause.
Oh, you know what? It's not fair, but you girls are going to have to put up with it, but you don't have to put up with it the way it is.
Right. And you help people. We're going to go to a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk further. You got to call him if you want to walk on water, guys. Get out of the boat. Pick up the phone. The number is 602-547-0446. You're going to get a free 30 to 60-minute consultation along with the CD. It's a customized program for you or someone that you know. He won't let you fail. It's a lifetime guarantee. Again, the number is 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, the number one.com.
If I traded it all.
So welcome back. We are talking with Doc, the owner of Hypnotic One. And I want a couple of things before we go on for some of the things that you can help people with that they won't know about. But why, I think that hypnosis is probably one of the best things that anyone can do for themselves. A lot of people, they are a little bit shy of it. Why is that?
Well, because they saw in movies and TV that somebody takes over your mind. I'm sorry, they don't take over your mind. You're not even in control of your mind most of the time. And when you are, you've been talking yourself out of success. Otherwise, are you a negative or positive person? Most of the time, we're talking ourselves what could happen wrong or bad to us instead of what we're going to achieve.
It is the best thing I have ever done. It makes you so relaxed.
It is. You know what? 30 minutes of hypnosis, like 3 hours of sleep. I mean, everybody ought to try it. Everybody goes through a state of hypnosis every day. They just don't realize it. But if you start to understand how it works and what it does, put it to use for yourself so you have that positive attitude. You're waking up feeling refreshed. You're waking up looking at the challenge of the day and having a very positive outlook on it.
Now, especially the kids out there, guys, I want you to think about that you have family. You have people that you know, too. If you don't think this is for you, okay, but you know what? You have children, you know someone that you know, and there's so many people out there that are stuck, that are really, in this world that we live in, they're crazy right now.
Yeah, because there's so much negativity, and most of our television, the movies, everything's negative, and you know what? We need more positive things, and we don't have it. So why not put it on while you go to sleep at night? Listen to some ocean sounds that I put in, listen to my voice, and all of a sudden when you wake up, you feel refreshed and ready to go, like you are in control of your life because you are.
Now, he's going to offer you a free 30 to 60-minute consultation. It comes along with the CD. It's a customized program to fit your needs. It's going to be different for every single person out there. He's not going to let you fail. He gives you a lifetime guarantee. The number to call him, and he's on the air now, so we want you to leave a message, but we want you to call. You're not going to know unless you leave a message and talk to him. 602-547-0446.
Everybody has something in their life they want to be better at, or they want to eliminate, or they want to replace it with something positive. You know what? Write it down. What is it? Write it down. But the thing is, if you're not getting it, why aren't you? Who's standing between you and success? Why didn't your hand reach over to that phone and pick it up and call? You know what? It's a free consultation. You come in, you learn something. If you don't like it, you're not buying anything anyway. I just give a presentation. If you like it, you do. If you don't, you don't. And we part as friends. You take a CD home, you listen to it a few nights in a row, and all of a sudden you call me up again. Yeah, because you say, wow, what'd you say in that CD? I fell asleep in it, but I sleep real good. I wake up feeling positive. Yeah.
602-547-0446. Okay. Go ahead.
No, go.
I want to talk about some of these things for the kids right now, okay? Bedwetting, biting nails, there's the pulling, all sorts of things.
You know, there's cutters, there's pulling hair, pulling eyelashes, twisting of the hair. These are all nervous things that become a habit, then become an addiction, and people aren't even aware. Sometimes when they're picking on their skin, they've got open sores. And there's a reason for that. We can get that handled and taken care of without medicine or drugs or long-term therapy, because there's a reason that's happened. We find out what it is because under hypnosis, you have 100% total recall memory, and you'll go back to a time and place that started and what started it, and we get rid of that root.
Bedwetting.
Bedwetting's the same thing. You know what? I've had a lot of bedwetters come in, and you know what? When kids stay over at other kids' house, it's not a secret anymore. It gets around, and you know what? We don't want our kids to have any more negative things on them than they have to, and we can get rid of that real quick.
Self-esteem.
Oh, self-esteem. I'll tell you what. I see so many adults that doesn't have a good high self-esteem, but you know, it starts in the schools, and our kids are under so much pressure now. They're eating the wrong foods, they're doing the wrong things, they don't have enough sports, whatever it is, they don't have enough to keep their self-confidence up and get that self-esteem going, and we need to get that back. And you know what? It's in the mind.
602-547-0446. Hypnotic, the number one.com. If you don't call, You're not walking on water.
And that's it. You know what? If you love yourself, you know what? Call us and we'll help and show you how you love yourself even more and be successful. Look around at the people around you. If somebody's always negative, why is it? It doesn't have to be that way. We get people turned around in weeks and sometimes in just a few sessions.
Memory.
Everybody's got a memory. You know what? I just can't remember where I put my memory tape, but, it's there. But the real thing is, you know what? We teach ourselves how to have a bad memory. We turn it around to teach ourselves how to have a good one.
OCD.
Obsessive compulsive disorder, you know what? That's really tough for a lot of people. Some people make fun of it, but if you've got it, you know what? It didn't start out that way, but everybody remembers the show Mr. Monk, and I tell you what, he had so many OCDs. We get rid of them in just a couple sessions.
How about this one? This is pretty interesting. People don't realize that you can do this for them. Migraines.
Migraine headaches, you know what? Any kind of pain that you have that keeps reoccurring at different times, there's a pattern, and we get rid of that pattern so you don't have them. You don't have to spend days in a dark room because you can't work and you can't go out and you can't do anything because you're hurting so bad. You don't have to do that. We can get you out of that in just a couple sessions or maybe an hour. Sleep, that's natural. Sleep is so natural. You're keeping yourself awake. If you're not sleeping, you're the one keeping yourself awake, and there's a reason why you're doing it. We find the reason. The not sleeping is a symptom. We go back and find the problem, get rid of the problem, the symptoms disappear.
Again, that number is 602-547-0446. It's hypnotic1.com.
And you know what? Most people come in and tell me their problem. Their problem is only their symptom. If they're overweight, if they're on drugs, if they're on alcohol, if they're on cigarettes, whatever they got is the symptom. That's not the problem. Under hypnosis, we find out what the problem is, solve the problem, and the symptoms go away. I do not focus on the problem.
Focus, concentration.
Yeah, you know what? We've been taught, or we haven't been taught how to concentrate. We have been taught how not to. Most kids are multitasking so much. As they're in class, they're doing their phones, they're doing 15 different things in their mind, they're not paying attention. We show you how to take and pay attention, how to get your focus down like a laser beam right on the subject.
Well, it's not just kids, it's all of us.
Well, that's true too, but as we get older, we just say it's older age, and it's really not. It's practicing, and they already know that if you practice mental exercises every day, it's just like exercising your body. You get in better health and better shape. Relationships. Most people have a real terrible time of relationships because they don't have a very good communication level within themselves. They don't know what they want. They know what they don't want. You know what? Every time I start a relationship, I first ask the lady, how can I pleasure you? Because the simple fact is everybody's different. If you don't have communication within yourself, how are you going to have communication with another person? And same way with them. If they can't tell you what they want, how are you supposed to ever give it to them?
Self-confidence.
You know what? First, you have to have faith. Once you have faith that you can do something, if somebody else can do it, that means you probably can too. So you go after it. You have that self-confidence. And once you do it, that self-confidence gets stronger.
His number again, it's 602-547-0446. He's going to give you a free 30 to 60-minute consultation. It comes along with a CD. It is a program that's designed specifically for your needs. He won't let you fail. It's a lifetime guarantee.
If you're not getting what you want, who's standing between you and success? Don't say it's mom, dad, the kids, or anything else, or life, or what's happening in Afghanistan. You don't want what's happening in your mind, what you're thinking, because you know what? If somebody else can do it, so can you. You just got to be trained at it, and you have to be coached at it, and then you have to practice it, because practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. So we have to stop doing what you've been doing and start doing what you need to do, and we'll get it done.
People feel stuck.
You know what? They really do. You know what? They know where they've been, and they know how they got there. They know where they're at sometimes, and they know how they got there, but sometimes they don't know where they want to go, and that's stuck. We map it out, taking them from where they want or where they're at to where they want to go, and show you how to overcome every obstacle.
Now, we also know that you can help people with drugs and alcohol. You want to talk? We have a couple of more minutes. We didn't go deep in it, but it's a good idea to talk about it.
Yeah, especially coming up in this season, you know what, instead of being depressed and thinking about the things that you have no control over, you know what, turn off the news for a while. Start thinking about the things you have control over. Think about how lucky you do have it. Think and build on that. You've got the self-confidence. You've got the actions. You've got the help to do what you can do do right now. Start utilizing, because when you get 10, 20 years older, you know what? You don't have that opportunity in those things, so you might lose it. So right now, you know what? Enjoy life, but don't do everything today and forget tomorrow. You know what? Do today so that you have a good tomorrow.
You know, Doc, it's fabulous the way that you're talking today. I really love it. There are so many people out there, especially right now, this time of the year, that they start getting angst up, especially with what's going on with getting ready for the holidays. You know, you got family coming in. You may not have a lot of extra cash around.
You know
There's
what?
so much.
Start pleasing yourself. You know what? It's not being conceited, but you know what? You're the most important person in the world. Start acting like it. Do not try to pleasure everybody out there in the world. Do not try to make everybody else happy, because you can't do it. You know what? Lead the people to happiness. Don't try to push them there, and don't try to make them happy.
Make a change in your life. Don't be stuck. Give him a call. It's worth it, you guys. Just pick up the phone. The number is 602-547-0446. Leave a message there. He is on the air right now, and he will help everyone that's calling. 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, the number one.com.
Success.